Ready for the BCS, Mike?
No, but that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. So go ahead. Please tell me there's just 5.
Well, 5? What do you mean? We've already expanded our playoff. We told you that last year. I mean,
yeah.
I wasn't listening, believe
42.
me.
42 teams. The top 42 make it, Mike.
All right, you starting at 1 or you're starting at 10?
1. We always start at 1. Yeah, come on. You know the rules.
Again, no, I don't. I don't listen.
Okay. Well, are you ready, though, to listen?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go. Number 1. I mean, this is big. Billy is right. When he texts in the group text, this is a big day. It's a big day. People wait around for this all year, Mike, okay? You might not be one of them, but people do. Here is number 1. Alabama.
Wow.
The Crimson Tide, 7-1 out of the SEC. And, Mike, they lead the country in CTOD. Control their own destiny. How about that?
I mean, they're not the only one that controls their own destiny, you know.
Yeah,
but they lead the league in it. Yeah.
Oh, they lead the country.
They win and they're in, Mike. I mean, that's it.
Yeah. Along with 10 other teams. But hey, that's okay.
Nah.
Okay. Alabama number 1. I mean, listen, Alabama's a great team. I get it. They have a loss already, which you don't seem to care about. Okay. All right.
If any, that loss does them a favor. Yeah, they may not even have to play in the conference championship now. Rest up.
Number 2. The Georgia Bulldogs. 7-0. They lead the country in DNC, which is, of course, defending national champs.
So why does that put them number 2? They're the defending national champs. Explain your reasoning to me on why they aren't number 1 as defending national champs.
Because number 1 is Alabama, because they lead the country in a more important metric to me, Billy, and Chris, which is CTOD, control their own destiny.
Okay. You know what? I'm impressed you even gave me an explanation. I thought it was going to be because.
I'm impressed you had a follow-up.
Yeah, that was a pretty good reasoning. All right. Okay.
Number 3, Billy.
Mike, number 3, Ohio State. They are 7-0, and they have a very high DGBBTGBFCC. Didn't get bit by the God bless football coach's curse, but also need a little SUS. You just show us something.
Yeah, they do.
Speaking of the curse, Chip Kelly.
And Frank Wright, both casualties.
Dino Babers.
Yep.
Dino
The list-
Babers,
Poor Dino. God. Love Dino.
Perhaps we should have Dabo on. We'll do you a favor that we can play Clemson.
Yeah, could use that.
Wow.
Yeah, could use that.
He's a friend of yours. Get him on. I mean.
All right, so Alabama, Georgia, OSU. I mean, listen. All right, nothing stunning out of this just yet.
So
Okay,
far,
Your
so
reasons are
Alabama
always
number
interesting.
1, I feel like, is a little
That's fine.
It is. It
No.
definitely is.
All right, number 4. This is a tough one. USC. 6-1. They have a very strong DWATLTTUTBB. Don't worry about that loss to the Utes. They'll bounce back. Plus, they're pretty strong also in THAGGTETSAND. They have a gimme game to end the season against Notre Dame.
Oh, come on!
That's a great metric.
wow.
They lead the country in that as well, actually.
That is awful.
Yeah.
And who knew that you
listen,
hated them so much, too?
their
This
schedule
list was
is
done
perfect.
before that.
Their schedule is pretty. I mean, Arizona, Cal, Colorado.
Notre Dame.
Then they're at UCLA, which will be an interesting one, and then Notre Dame will spoil their season. How about that?
Yeah.
Not likely.
Whatever. God, I can't wait until that happens.
Number 5, Mike. This is out of, I think they're Conference USA, but I'm not 100% certain. 7-1, Tulane, out of the American Conference. My apologies. And they, of course, lead the country in GW. The Green Wave. Yeah.
That's it? They lead in Green Wave. That's
Ride
the
the
reason
wave,
they're number
Mike.
5.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ride the Green Wave.
That's right.
Glad you didn't even know they were in the AAC. All right. Well done.
What's the
So they don't
AAC?
lead. Do they lead in Green Wave every year?
Yeah, but this year it's particularly strong.
Right. They're aided by a very good record this year.
Powerful current.
Does the Green Wave bring in the Crimson Tide?
They're ranked
Wow.
23rd in the AP, and you guys
What's their
have them
record?
5th. They're 4-1. I'm sorry. I mean
7-1.
7-1-4. They're undefeated in the conference, 7-1 overall.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. Okay. That's an interesting one.
All right.
Is that it? Top 5. Good job. All right.
No.
What are we moving on
Number 6, Tennessee.
Tennessee.
7-0.
You have
That's
Tennessee scoring 90 points a game at 7-0, and you have them number 6.
Behind
That's right.
Tulane. Yeah.
It's very deep, this list. Yeah. So
Oh,
it's
boy.
7-0. And Mike, not that impressed right now with their DIAG, but they could surprise us because they have to, of course, as you know, do it against Georgia. And also, IYDIAGDIAAA. If you do it against Georgia, do it again against Alabama.
Right.
I thought their metric, the big metric last year was TBB. They beat Bama.
Yeah.
And isn't that what Tennessee did this year? I guess the committee is a little.
No, but
little
Mikey
different.
Mikey A, it's a good question. It's a fair question.
Yeah.
But Tennessee still has to go to Georgia and beat Georgia. And if they do that, they win their side of the SEC.
Right.
And then they have to go to the SEC championship game and beat Alabama again. Good luck with all that, okay?
That's it. That's if Bama makes it to
They will,
their
Mike.
side.
Yeah, then remember. Exactly.
Yeah.
They'll be there. Well,
CTOD.
you're questioning whether
Their own
Bama will be
destiny.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
CTOD, yeah.
Yeah, remember?
They have an interesting one, Tennessee, with Kentucky this week.
Yeah.
Mike, I give you credit. You're participating at least. I mean, this is very nice of you. Yeah.
When in Rome, I guess. But yeah, Kentucky and then Georgia back to back. Listen, let me just say this right now.
Right.
If they remain undefeated their next 2 games, which would include Kentucky, if in your BCS that week they're not number 1,
Right.
I may never come on God Bless Football again.
Wow.
Really? Wow.
Because they'll have beaten Alabama and Georgia. There
Wow.
would be no reason to not have them number 1.
But
They
then
have to
do it
jump to
against Alabama
Tulane,
again.
yeah.
Right.
And they have to jump Tulane.
Do we know how much green wave they'd get? if
Exactly.
those things happen?
It's a good question.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Only time will
Throwing it
tell.
out there.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. You're right about it.
I'd
We
like
may not
only
have to
50.
worry about it.
Right.
We may not have to. We'll see.
Only 15 more to go. Chris, go ahead.
Oh,
Number 7, the final playoff spot.
okay, good.
Syracuse. The Orange. They lead the country in MIRL. Most impressive road loss.
I love it.
Yeah, listen, that was a heck of a game. I agree. This is going to be a tough one for Notre Dame. I like what Syracuse is doing. I can't lie. So I'm a little nervous this week. A little nervous. Yeah. So that's it. You're just 7. That's it. We're done.
No, OLI now.
we
Come on.
got one more. OLI. I thought you were enjoying it.
No, I was faking it.
All right. Number 8, Mike. OLI. First team in if one of these teams slips up, okay? And it will likely be Tennessee. Michigan, 7-0, undefeated. Out of the Big Ten, they lead the country in WKTGBT. We know they're going to blow this.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't last year. Why are they going?
No.
Who are they going to? Is it this year where they're going to blow it to Ohio State?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
or somewhere
that's
else.
they're doing Michigan State. Actually, Gojo has that game this week. He'll be up
Nice.
at the Big House, Michigan State. Then they play Rutgers, Nebraska, and Illinois. I know Illinois is ranked and everything, and then at Ohio State. So I see them. I see them winning those next 4 and it being 2 undefeated. What a matchup that'll be at the end of the year.
And that's when they're, GBT, gonna blow this, yeah.
So do you? It seems like you'll have them outside the rankings all the time until.
Never
Until
know.
they don't blow it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
They could always get some green wave.
Exactly
Even
right.
if they don't blow it, they still might be outside.
That's right.
Yeah.
You never know. Billy, number 9.
All right, number 9, Mike, Clemson. Now, you might be saying to yourself, they are 8-0. They have looked good this year. However, YCSTFABS. You can't storm the field after beating Syracuse.
Yeah. And listen, you said they look great. They I don't think they've looked really good. I don't know if I'll go to great.
But you agree with you agree with that metric, right? You can't storm the field if you're Clemson after beating.
Can't do it. Cannot do it. If that was in Syracuse and they won, Syracuse go ahead. Now Syracuse played them close a few times. But yeah, that's and you get fined now when you do that. Your school ends up paying a whole lot. But yeah, you can't do that. You just can't. I completely agree with you on that one.
All right, Mike. We have just one more team left. It's the OOLI. Okay, this is outside looking in.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay, and of course we can't leave them out. Coming in at number 10 in the initial BCS rankings here, the Air Force Academy.
Of course.
5-3, and of course they lead the country in TYFYS. Let's all say it together. Thank you.
Thank you for your service.
For your service, yeah. How do you decide which armed forces team you're going to put in? Of Air Force, Army, Navy?
Record, I believe.
Record, is it that where you're going?
Yeah,
Also, whoever leads the league, and thank you for your service.
Exactly.
We gauge all
We
the
have
things.
there's talk, and it's not. You say it like if we're just giving them like a pity position here at 10. Like every team that's on this list deserves to be there.
Mike, if you have questions, if you'd like to know more, feel free to join us at our next meeting. Next week. Do you want to do that?
That's not going to happen
Right.
by any stretch, unless it was catered beautifully.
Herbie joined last week.
Yeah,
That's
Herbie
right.
was there.
I don't believe that.
No, he
Why
was.
not?
Why?
Because he just joined your meeting. I mean,
Part of the committee.
the busiest man in all of college football.
Zoomed in, yeah.
Now he should, because God bless football. I mean,
Well-
we don't need to say any more than that, right?
Put in a word for us, will you?
Yeah.